Hey guys, welcome back to Film Title. Today we'll talk about some insane moments from My Feet Are Killing Me. Let's head into it. Number 1. A dreaded Frankenfoot. Medical issues are rarely preceded by a forewarning. It's possible to feel great one day and then have everything fall apart the next. This creates a frenzy in people's lives, and if these problems are not addressed properly, they can become debilitating, and Jacob Ridgway is one of the few people who can attest to that. Webbed feet, Proteus syndrome, and even potentially malignant growths have all been featured on TLC's My Feet Are Killing Me. Despite this, doctors are always able to assist their patients. Dr. Rebany assisted Jacob in getting back on his feet this week after years of suffering and anguish. When Jacob was 24, everything in his life changed. As he describes it, he awoke one morning with excruciating pain in his right foot. His second toe was enlarged, and the swelling quickly expanded the rest of his foot. He was first diagnosed with arthritis, and his feet have gotten only worse since then. Every time he walks now, at 38, he feels like a 70-year-old. His toes have detached from their joints over time, producing severe deformity, earning him the nickname Frankenfoot for his right foot. Jacob even stated that his feet smell like a high school locker room, but he claims that the stench isn't the issue, but the constant discomfort is. Dr. Rebany too noticed something unusual about his feet. His right big toe was displaced from the metatarsal bone to the point that it formed a 90-degree angle. The cure, according to her, was surgery to fuse the joints and rewire his toes. While the operation was vital, Dr. Rebany stressed that the aftercare was as important, if not more so. He encouraged Jacob to take a 4-week break from walking so that his feet could heal properly. Dr. Rebany had a difficult task ahead of her when the procedure took place. Jacob's big toes had to be chipped and plates inserted to keep them upright. When it came to the rest of the toes, she explained that she had to remove tendons and spoon the bone up to utilize K-wires to fuse the bones together. Kirschner wires, often known as K-wires, are tiny metallic wires that are used to support the bone fragments. Despite the time-consuming treatment due to tight tissue in his bones, Dr. Rebany was able to straighten up all of his toes. Jacob was quite cautious about his aftercare, going so far as to make sure he didn't even stand up until Dr. Rebany gave him the green light. Number 2. Bizarre foot condition. When it comes to foot problems, something as simple as dry skin is frequently treated at home. Dealing with dry skin is very simple, thanks to pedicures, washes, and lotion. However, there are occasions when the situation is so dire that it's advisable to forego all of the strange home treatments and seek professional help. There's a lot in My Feet Are Killing Me that the physicians haven't dealt with yet. They've seen it all, from webbed feet to Proteus syndrome to potentially malignant growths. Dr. Brad treated a father-son combination in this episode when the father had an unusual manner of dealing with his foot troubles. When it comes to foot care, Dr. Brad says he's seen a lot of strange cures over the years. However, on one adventure, he stumbled upon the most unusual of them. Dr. Brad spoke with Bill and Liam Malley, a father-son duo who both have tough skin on the soles of their feet. Bill's issue started when he was about 5 or 6 years old. At the infant age of 1 year, Liam began to acquire scaly feet. Bill recounted to Dr. Brad that he had tried every trick in the book to help repair his feet, including peeling on them when they both sat down with him. Number 3. Troy. Having fully functional limbs is a true blessing in disguise, and if anyone can agree with that, it's the patients featured on TLC's My Feet Are Killing Me. The patients featured on this episode are dealing with life-threatening illnesses that prevent them from going about their daily lives. Dr. Rebany Vincent assists Troy, who is concerned that he may have a malignant tumor. Troy had been concerned about the rapid growth on his foot. Troy began to feel excruciating agony years after an incident in which a car ran over his foot in 2008. His daily existence is hampered by the growth on his foot. One of his main concerns is that the growth is malignant, given that his family has a history of breast and skin cancer. Looking at the scenario, Dr. Rebany was baffled by the solid lump on his foot. She clarified, however, that his accident had nothing to do with his current position. Dr. Rebany decides that the best course of action is to shave a portion of the lump and send it out for biopsy in order to fully grasp the problem and, more critically, rule out cancer. However, she's concerned while extracting samples because the bulk appears to have entirely cemented, which is rare for benign growths. She informs Troy of the biopsy results, informing him that the tumor is benign, indicating that he doesn't have cancer. Troy is overjoyed that Dr. Rebany may finally operate on the leg and remove the tumor. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.